This episode of Now This Is Lit is brought to you by Audible. Check the link in the description to get your first Star Wars audiobook free. Everyone loves free things. Click that link. Do it. This show is also brought to you by our patrons. If you want to support the show in a different way, with just $1 a month, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/StarWarsLitPod. You can get a sticker. You can get access to an exclusive show that we do every month that's wild and chaotic and fun and something you can only get by becoming a member of the Patreon. There'll be so many more perks very, very soon. But for now, do you want a sticker? Do you want a sticker that has a Now This Is Lit logo? Because it's fantastic and I love them. But I also want to give them away because there's just a stack of stickers on my desk. So if you want one, $1 a month. Patreon.com/StarWarsLitPod. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. You're listening to Now This Is Lit, a podcast about Star Wars books, the people who make them, and the readers who just can't get enough of them. I'm your host, Meg Dowell. I use she, her pronouns. The latest installment in the Star Wars Adventures Audible Originals series is out. The Jaws of Jakku by Cavan Scott is available on Audible as of last week. And this is my short, but hopefully quite helpful, spoiler-free review of the story. If you don't want to or currently can't afford an Audible subscription for any reason, you can get a free 30-day trial by going to audibletrial.com/faraway. That helps me out and it helps you out because it gives you a free membership and you can listen to this and the other Star Wars Adventures Audible Originals, which are all very good and all of which I think I reviewed on the show. Maybe all of them. It's hard to remember. I don't get these in advance, so this is a quick turnaround, but I hope that you enjoy not just the review, but the story when you listen to it. I've talked enough about the review that I haven't given to you yet, so here that is. Stories are more powerful than you might think. The story that one person tells another can live on for generations. It might change over time. What once was a true story about a real person may one day be told as a legend about a hero who presumably lived a long time ago. But if a story is meaningful enough, and it is kept alive for the right reasons, its true purpose will survive. No matter how many of the details may change with each retelling. The story told in Cavan Scott's The Jaws of Jakku is a good example of the lasting impact of a hero's legacy. This Audible original Star Wars adventure, which takes place after the events of The Last Jedi, follows Rey as she continues her Jedi training under Leia's guidance. But it's about so much more than Rey. In fact, it's much more about the girl Rey encounters on her mission, and how that experience changes both of them in just a short time. We get to hear this story told from a new and refreshing perspective, not from a resistance hero, but instead from one of the people she helps. This is the kind of Star Wars I will never have too much of. Stories about regular people who just happen to make a difference, even when they feel like they aren't. Returning to Jakku is part of Rey's attempt to come to peace with her childhood and some of the things that she's faced in her past. The parallel story is that another young girl, also stranded on Jakku, is risking her life to try to help her family. Two very different people meet in the place they've both grown up, and they have a lot to learn from each other. They may even end up saving one another. Like other installments in this Audible original series, The Jaws of Jakku is pretty short. It's just under 4 hours long on normal speed. But its length has no impact on its quality. I'd even argue that these shorter, more compact stories actually have some advantages over longer fictional works in a galaxy far, far away. The action is quick but purposeful. The character development is straightforward but powerful. A good writer can say a lot in much fewer words, and well, it's no secret that Cavan Scott fits nicely into that definition. From experience, I can admit that the shorter a story is, the harder it is to get just right. This one succeeds, but if you've been around my show a while, that probably doesn't surprise you. It's good to be back in the sequel trilogy again, but even more importantly, it's good to have some of Rian Johnson's strongest themes from The Last Jedi echoed in some of these new and upcoming stories. One of the many good things The Last Jedi brought to us was the idea, and an important reminder, that Star Wars isn't just about the big heroes, or the Force wielders, the legacy characters, or the galaxy-changing leaders. It's just as much a collection of stories about the lesser knowns of the universe, the people who aren't just helped by these wars' heroes, but who, in their own small but significant ways, also help to change the galaxy for the better. The Jaws of Jakku is another one of these stories. A young girl living on Jakku, who just wants to do what she can to help her father, happens to stumble into an adventure with Rey, Finn, and an orange and white droid. She herself may not be remembered in the history books, but she remembers. And what does she do when the Resistance leaves the planet? She tells anyone who will listen about Rey and what she did for the galaxy. That is how legends aren't just made, but also preserved. It's the people who are changed by resistance to oppression, who praise their heroes the loudest. That's how you know who the real heroes are. They don't do it for the glory, or to leave a legacy, or to have their names forever carved into the long, expansive history of the universe. They save their galaxies because they genuinely want things to be better, and for others to be saved. If a few locals on Jakku happen to keep telling their stories long after their wars have ended, well, that just means they succeeded in their quest to give someone else the chance of a brighter future. Isn't that what stories are for, after all? So we remember all the good that came out of the many bad things that happened first. There is power in a story. You just have to listen to it being told from the points of view that matter most. Star Wars: The Jaws of Jakku by Cavan Scott is available now only on Audible. Don't forget that if you go to audibletrial.com/faraway, you can get a free 30-day trial. You can listen to this and the other Star Wars Adventures Audible Originals. And you also get a credit to listen to whatever else you want. So have fun and enjoy new Star Wars. We're very, very lucky to have it. Now This Is Lit is part of the Faraway Fandom Network. It is produced by Devor Montum and written, hosted, and edited by me. Jose Jimenez designed our podcast art. You can keep up with the show on Substack at Now This Is Lit, and find the show wherever you get your podcasts. There are so many ways you can support the show, and all of those ways are linked in the show description. The newest way is to become a member of our Patreon. For $1 a month, you can get access to an exclusive show and a sticker. And if we get 500 people to support the Patreon per month, I can hire an editor. That would be great for me, and maybe for you too. So if you'd like to support the show with just $1 a month, you can do it that way. Or you can just keep listening and sharing the episodes. That is also helpful, and I appreciate it. For more book reviews and Star Wars Book Celebration, follow Star Wars Book Reviews on Instagram and TikTok.